been handling some things that were leading up into that, and then also just kind of spent a lot of time with family, spent a lot of time with the wife and stuff like that. So finally back and have some time to put into streaming and stuff like that. So happy to be back. But it was a good week, good weekend. A lot of festivities to celebrate and stuff like that. But moving into some of the content that I'm planning on covering today, I'm finishing up my second playthrough here. I just was playing off stream for a little bit, or actually a good while, I would suppose. And in doing so, I got my second character to max level, and I finished up my second realm, so that gives me a little bit more access to things like an additional Finley, additional Greenwich, to try to randomize some of my shops and try to get more loot and stuff like that going. But today we're trying to hunt for a couple pieces for this build. Again, this is a pure faith build. I have about 2 or 3 build variants I want to use for it. I have 3 weapons that I'm very interested in trying out. The one that is coming along the most is a scythe build, and this weapon is primarily a plague or infection based weapon, so I'm using that elemental type. I'll be honest, I haven't really liked it too much. It's gonna take some getting used to and some build tweaking. The intent for this build was to kind of try to make it into like a drain life kind of build. As you can see here, I have a lifesteal gem equipped. However, I learned the hard way that lifesteal only works on physical damage. Either that or it's bugged. The lifesteal effect doesn't seem to work with the damage of this weapon. The Hope Shorn, it deals purely plague damage. So the lifesteal gem is kind of a dud for this. So unfortunately my build is, it's not entirely bricked, but it's not going to be as effective as it could be. But the entire concept of this build is to stagger enemies, do a lot of charge attacks, and sustain a lot based off of these like staggers and stuff like that. This build also uses a lot of attack speed. As you can see, I have a capped willow cap ring for 15% increased speed. I also have additional attack speed based off of durability for this weapon. So really the build is trying to utilize charge attacks to build up a ton of stagger and also sustain off of those hits. I also have some regainable health as well. So like I'm trying to use the Solace ring. The sustain off of this ring actually seems to be working surprisingly well. I feel like I'm able to kind of just tank hits. The entire concept for this build, I suppose, is have a lot of poise and armor, take hits, and heal up by staggering enemies and heal through regainable health. I need to figure out what additional rune attacks to slot into the Hope Shorn, but we're still kind of tweaking that. As you can see, I only have 2 of the plague pieces of gear, so I'm still hunting for 2 additional pieces here. I am kind of looking for something based off of appearance, so it's gonna take a minute for me to actually see that. Sorry, what is going on here? Let me test this. Just to make sure my Twitch chat I can actually see my Twitch chat. Okay, we're good to go. Just a quick test message. So yeah, like I was saying though, this is my plague build. I'm working on a shock based build that's going to use this weapon here, the Scorched Broadblade, but I've only ever found one of these, and it came as a rare weapon, so I need to try to hunt for a plague piece of this. I would also consider using this as a common weapon. I think that could still be pretty decent, but there's just a few things that I'm hunting for with this build, so we're mostly just trying to acquire some of those missing pieces of gear and just level up pieces as we go. So like I said, I have 3 different weapons I'm trying to build, 3 different elements technically. I have Plague, a Shock, and I also have my favorite weapon, which is the Spirit Edge. That is a pure frost weapon. Oops. That's a pure frost weapon, and oh nice, I got a gnarled saw. I was thinking about using the limit break attack, which comes on the gnarled saw. This limit break attack is pretty cool. I like it a lot. But like I was saying, Spirit Edge is one of my favorite weapons. It was my favorite back in the initial release of the game, but I think my opinions of it, is there just, my game just freeze? Okay, all right, I'm getting massive frame rate drops. Okay, it looks like it's better. I don't know what that was. But in the initial version of the game, I really liked the Spirit Edge because it did pure frost damage, and it did a ton of frost damage. Like it was probably overtuned, if I'm being honest, but now it doesn't feel like it does a ton of frost damage, and instead it does, oh sorry, things were loading in really slow. I wasn't sure what's happening. It seems like it does a ton of frost damage, or does not do a ton of frost damage, and then now it stuns enemies with the frost effect, and then you shatter it with another weapon. That in general seems to be like the theme now of Frost, and I don't know how to feel about that theme. Oh, sorry, I'm dead here. Oh god. I don't know how to feel about that theme. Oh, I didn't rest at the whisper, did I? I know Frost is really good. It does a ton of damage when you're able to shatter it, but I don't know how to feel about making the Spirit Edge require a physical weapon as a backup. It kind of just makes it seem more like a secondary weapon now, but I need to play around with it more. It did feel really good, especially in some of the boss fights that I was doing. It still comes with the evasive strike, which is an absurdly good rune attack, by the way. Like, maybe one of the best. Like, it's so good. It's cheap. Oh god. I need to make food. It's cheap to use the evasive strike. I hate these witches. Like, stop running. Evasive strike is very cheap. It's only 50 focus, and it gives you iframes. So you can be invulnerable through a lot of enemy attacks, build up a ton of frost while you're doing it, and just be very sustainable. Like, it's really good. Unfortunately, I've only found a single Spirit Edge, and it came from Finley's shop, and it was a rare piece of gear, so it doesn't even have a lot of the scalability available to the one that I found. So I haven't committed to a Frost build quite yet. That's one of the things that I'm waiting on. So that's kind of the state of things, I suppose. Is there not a lever here to pull or to call this gondola? Gotta shimmy over here and get this fat chest. Oh, the one thing that we're really looking for right now are fallen embers. I've been trying to reroll some of the enchantments on my weapon specifically, and I had the hardest, most annoying time trying to acquire any sort of enchantment that was beneficial on this weapon. I kept getting the same things over and over, so that's kind of where we're at with that. One of the cool things though about this weapon, about scythes in general, is they have some of the, in my opinion, some of the best charge attacks. The charge attacks are very quick, and oh gosh, I'm getting, and you get a ton of range off of it. So they're like dual purpose. Like they're really good for chasing down enemies, like that one. I'm not sure if you saw that. Like I can reach this guy from here. Like you can't run away from the charge attacks on this weapon. Okay, I was say some of the loot right now seems to be a little buggy. Like it's not really quite loading in. Nice, we got a big chest. Fall number? No. I guess I'll take it. I'm also trying to save up money for Finley visits. I haven't really seen anything of valuable the last couple of visits from him. How's everyone else's Finley luck been? Have you guys found any beneficial weapons? Any nice recipes or anything like that? One of the cool things about this weapon too is maybe we can test it on like a proper enemy here. Oh. I'm gonna say there's something in here. I'm targeting something, but I couldn't see the worms in the walls. Where haven't I been yet? Oh, I think there's some enemies over here usually. Yeah, witch. Oh. Okay, good. Got her before she teleported. Okay, so that rune attack, I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but it did like 800 damage to the big behemoth guy. And it's like a pretty quick animation. And it does a ton of stagger. It's pure plague damage, so plague is... So from what I've noticed, it seems like the status of plague and shock might have switched from the previous version of the game. It seems like plague is now about building up stagger effects, and shock is more about doing damage. I'm not sure if that's a correct observation or not. Just kind of what I noticed. But because that attack is a pure plague attack and it does a lot of stagger, it makes it pretty effective for this build that like what we're trying to do. So right now on this weapon, so Rip and Tear is the like really chunky rune attack. Pestilent Recoil is like an evasive attack where you kind of do a couple scythe swings and you leap backwards and kind of launch a plague bolt at enemies. So I'm trying to figure out what else I should include there. I'm not sure if there's something that can be purely physical damage. I'm not sure if that's possible on a weapon that has pure plague damage like this one. So those are just some things I'm still kind of messing around with. with this build. Let me just clear out these enemies here. Here's Pestilent Swing. Oh, boom. Oh! Or Pestilent Recoil, I mean. We don't need that. So on this weapon, I have attack speed as my offensive enchantment. There is one that increases your charged attacks, and I'm wondering if that's a more fitting enchantment to use for this. So that's kind of what I'm chasing after, I think. And I think there's also one where you gain health on charged attack. And since this scythe charge attacks so frequently, I'm pretty sure that would be a pretty solid option. And that's something that I want to test. But again, I have like 0 fallen members right now. So we're really trying to hunt for that. Oh, got a exalted jade ring. That's pretty nice. What can we get rid of here? What's some dookie gear? Yeah, definitely getting rid of those. Oh, the other thing that I'm short on too, which I'm sure a lot of people are in this similar position, is I have yet to find or I haven't found very many gems. I'm still kind of hunting for some of these different gems to put on my gear. Like, for example, I only have 1 gem currently to add heat damage to my weapons. So really need to find that right now. Oh, that was gonna be cool. That overhead swing is a little longer than I was expecting. Also, that stagger didn't last as long as I thought it was going to. He basically came out immediately from the stagger after I did my rune attack, which... not how I was expecting that to go. Oh god. Oh, what the heck? Alright, I'll get my berries. We got a jackknife. Is that frost strike, I think? 70. Let's see, what can we get rid of here? Oh, that's worth 2 gold or 2 silver. Okay, so jackknife. This is frost ash. Okay, I wonder if frost ash would be a good consideration for Spirit Edge. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh my god. Sometimes the lock-on is not very cool in this game. Trying to kill the witch there, and then I targeted the other enemy.
I've scoured the realms, so you don't Hello, old friend.
Okay, so how many fallen embers did we get from that little run? You got 8, so not too bad. On the helmet, I think we're just going for straight up plague damage increase. Or infection damage increase, I guess is what they're calling it now. What are some good looking legs that we can equip for this type of build? Like, we're kind of going for a little bit of a Reaper look. And the only thing I've really found that kind of fits this is this this Covenant Knight armor, because it has a nice little cloak on it. I know that there is a armor set, I think, that you can get from the Crucible. I think it's called the Dark Armor set, if I remember correctly. That's just RNG and how you get that, and I have not seen that drop yet. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think of what would be a good pair of legs to chase after. And gloves. I don't think gloves will really matter. I think these can kind of be anything. Probably preferably cloth or maybe leather, because I'm already pushing the boundaries right now on my weight, my loadout. I don't know if I want to quite go into heavy with this build. Although it might be pretty cool to do the shoulder bash and just stagger enemies and keep wailing on them. It might be pretty cool. Let's see. What do these legs look like with our build? Oh, they kind of go with it. We can maybe try these. Let's see if Eleanor is gonna bless us today.
Why the great plague?
All right, come on, Eleanor. Here we go. No! She had one job. All right. Well, that's a dud. We sell them. Actually, no. Armor and regainable health on these is probably usable for right now. It also helps that they're level 12 versus what I was using before, which is just level 3. These are mostly just because they had experience gems in them. So these are for my like alts and stuff like that. I'll just keep passing it to my alt so they can use the boosted experience. So let's see, what can we sell here? Probably don't really need that. We can sell these. I think I've already gotten those. Sell that windshield. Sell this guy. Stack of embers. Do we rip this fire wave and then maybe use that later? Maybe. I was thinking about taking Plague Throw and equipping that to Hopesworn. I think that would be an option that we can consider. I just haven't seen like a single what's that weapon called? It's like a rapier. Is it like Siren's Queen or something like that? I haven't seen a single one of those that have Plague Throw on it. I think they also switched it from an intellect weapon to a plague weapon, or an intellect weapon to a faith weapon. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I have 2 of these now. Okay. We probably take the level 13 one, right? It already comes with damage increase based off of durability, which is what we want. It's crazy to me how this is a level 13 shield, and it's only worth 23 silver or 23 copper. I wish it was worth 23 silver. Okay, so I think I dump this chest piece and the armor into my. Oh, these come with infection buildup. Maybe we go with that. I don't know if it's gonna put me over because it's. I mean, it's definitely gonna put me overweight. Um, so things to consider. Bup, 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 bup. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna take this ice throw, and then we're also gonna take this limit break. The reason why I think limit break would be pretty good for this weapon is because it's already dealing plague damage, and this is probably guaranteed to stagger. It does have a long animation though. So I was thinking about doing limit break and plague throw if I can get a plague throw. What's wave of fireballs? Target an area, leap and slam. I feel like fire wave is probably a pretty good one. We're gonna extract that one. Crushing slam. I think I already have one. I will take a frost edge though. I'm just trying to build up my savings of different runes right now. So that's kind of what we're doing. You know what? This weapon is already missing a couple things. Let's just try out limit break. If I find another Hope Shorn, probably gonna reuse the weapon if I can get it plagued. I will definitely not put a lifesteal gem in this time. I've learned my lesson. Okay, so let's see. This is definitely, oh yeah, we're definitely going from cloth to mesh. This is gonna put me over. Yeah, just barely. But the secret tech here is that I still have 8 attribute points unallocated in case something like this happened. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these gloves. Actually, what do they look like? Because this is important. The red does not look good. I'm gonna be honest. What about these ones? I mean, those work. They don't really look like anything. I mean, they work though. Maybe we just build up on this. I don't know. Man, it sucks. Because this is the color, or this is like a valuable enchantment that we already would acquire here. Mm-hmm. You need to get the ring that increases your lifesteal. But again, is that even going to work with this weapon? I don't know. Probably not. I need these small chests. I'm just gonna take one because I want to set up a little chest specifically for my alt, so I can kind of manage that gear in a little bit more organized fashion. Right now, my house just looks super scattered. It does not look pretty. Okay. So, oh, actually, can I squeeze it in here? I think this would be kind of funny. Get it right, yeah, right there. Okay, this is for my alts. So I'll drop this guy, that guy, and I thought I had, yeah, this guy. Where are my rings at? Oh, here. So this is all of my experience gems on things that I'm trying to organize for later use. Do I have any gloves in here that might work? Healing increased. Here are some of my weapons. I have 2 jade rings. One of them is exalted though, which is pretty cool. It just came exalted. Oh wait, no, this is not for rings. What is this? Armor increased. This is just transmog looking gear. Yeah, I'm not sure what I should use here. I don't really have good pants. Oh, wait, maybe these? What do these look like? I don't know, chat. What do you think? Which one of these look better? I kind of think these ones look a little bit better, but that's cloth. I don't know. I like these ones a little bit more right now. What's in here? Some more weapons. Yep. Spin Crush. I kind of wanted to use these cursed unguis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. They're really cool to use. Like, they're really fast. And they might be something that I try out. Like, look how cool these weapons are. Like, they're so fast. Imagine using this with, like... Actually, I don't even know if these are pure plague. If they're not pure plague, these might be really good with, like, lifesteal. So, things to consider. But I want to try a build using those. I think it'd be pretty fun. Bup, 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 bup. All right. What do we have active right now? Anything? Has anyone done this seen the light quest? It's like in a cave near in the lowland meadows, and when I go into that cave, I don't see a way to progress.
Didn't know how bad the
And I don't know if I'm just oblivious to whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing in there, or if it's just truly a zone that right now it's not complete. It feels like it's not complete, but I really don't know. Oh, right. Just a reminder for everyone to check your Finley, see if you got any good loot. I think he should be active right now.
Make a fortune in sand.
Okay.
Which one of you said that?
All right, Finley. Spirit Edge or Scorched, what is it? Scorched Broad Blade? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Whole lot of nothing in here. Oh wait. All right, what's this recipe gonna be? Oh, it's the claymore? You can craft the claymore? I mean, I feel like do I take that? Is that good? I know the claymore is pretty good. This armor actually seems really strong. But I like the look of this armor more. I might buy this ashen tunic just for the appearance. Is that dumb? I really like the way the false guardian robes look, and I'm curious about the ashen tunic. But this false harbinger's raiment it's got most of what I already need for a frost build. Like I'll just have to change 2 enchantments maybe. Actually, I guess it's maybe 3 of the 5. But still, like, having 2 of them correct is pretty decent. Finley charges out the ass for some of this gear. It's kind of crazy. Let me go swap to my other realm and see what he has to offer on this realm. Should be in Sacrament already. Yeah.
Is your faith stronger than a claw? Talon? On watch.
Sarum of the Seeker.
This city deserves a new beginning. I miss home, but she don't. Which one of you
Alright.
sent you again?
Finley number 2. Oh, he has the demon's key. Breaker thrust. Man, these both seem like duds today, don't they? Man, Greenwich sells Fallen Embers for 50 copper, but Finley sells them for 2 silver. I mean, I want them, and this is a bad financial decision, but I'm gonna buy it. Man. And now I'm being tempted by the helmet on this. Do I have anything on my helmet already? No, not really. Not basically I have indestructible. That's like the only thing I would want. This one has the two most important ones, and I would have to re-roll the negative, but it's plate, and I would be overweight by like a good chunk. I'm curious. I'm kind of eager to get this demon's key. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold off on. I don't need anything immediately right now.
Miss home, but she don't.
Kind of unfortunate. But we can check again tomorrow.
Serum.
Eyes up.
Good to see you back.
And just to make sure I didn't miss anything at Greenwich. I don't think I need boar tusks for anything right now.
Be silent as a whisper. Hola. What glory! Think of them.
Yeah, he doesn't have any recipes for the large vial of focus. I would probably use that if he did have it. Okay, so we have two targets here. What is this? Oh, that's in the trench.
You must cross.
Yeah, we just go back to the shallows and do this pestilence outbreak. How heavy am I right now? It's kind of annoying. Oh wait, actually I had to take off my shield for torch. I'm still heavy. Oh man, dude, those guys track so hard. Oh man. Those charging, I don't even know what they're called. Those charging enemies, they turn on a dime. Didn't mean to fall down here, but here we are. Yeah, the reason why I like this weapon a lot is because it has a really cool base rune attack. You like dash forward, stab forward, and then you just launch 3 shock bolts. I think it's really satisfying. It doesn't do like the most damage, but it is still chunky. I think if you hit with all part, oh, whoa, okay, got it. I couldn't even see him. This torch isn't doing shit. Using some bombs. I hate coming down into this area. Okay, I think we got it mostly cleared out. Oh, chest. Take the chipped marble, but I don't think I really have a use for max health. Oh, one of the drawbacks of this weapon is that it feels like everything resists plague. And so you oftentimes will end up fighting enemies where this weapon does not do a lot of damage. Like, for example, the plague rats. I feel like it takes me like 4 hits with this weapon to actually beat one, whereas if I just use my my one-handed longsword, it takes like 2 or 3. I don't know if that's actually true. It's just actually I think the numbers are a little bit lower. I think the rats might just have a high plague tolerance, to be honest, which kind of makes sense, right? I hate how these witches can do this. Get down. I hate how they go vertical and you have to chase after them. Oh, maybe these gloves? Okay, it has 4 already. I mean, it's got a lot of stagger synergies. It could work. We might be able to work with that. But how does it look? Or is a bear over there? Oh, actually that fits pretty good. We're just slightly heavy. We'll deal with that in here in just a moment. So we got our bear paw. Okay, he's over here. Oh, one of the cool things about using Pestilent Recoil is when you hit the bolt, the Plague Bolt at the end, it does knock enemies down and it launches you backwards. But because our charged attack launches you so far forward, it kind of works as like a nice little combo. Okay, that didn't work. That did not work at all. We're just giving him the run around here. He juked me with the jump. I had the timing on his parry, but then he just jumps. Yeah, this enemy also resists plague. I don't know if you see how much damage I'm doing. Bro, come on now, calm down. So that was doing 153 for charge attack. I'm gonna switch to using the longsword that I have, and we can compare how much damage. But just again, as reference, a longsword attack is doing. I'm gonna put 1 point in equip load so I don't have to deal with this. One charge attack from the scythe is doing 153. We'll see how a single attack from this longsword does. And by the way, this longsword is not upgraded as much. This longsword is only level 13 versus 16. So it's 118 for just a basic attack. Not even charged. Charge, it does 253. I timed that wrong. That was bad. Oh, is that foul stats? Oh no, it's another corpse smeared. It's like my third corpse smeared. Yeah, so this enemy just has a ton of plague resistance. So it's a little unfortunate. Let's see here. All right. So what does this Torchborn look like? Nah. So we'll probably go with this one with the False Guardian's palms. What is a Gladesman? It doesn't look too bad. We can maybe use that. It comes with some of the frost pieces. Yeah, frozen enemies' armor's decreased. We could probably use that. Doesn't seem too bad. Alright, so we got those two figured out. Nice. So just putting that single point in lets me wear my scythe without having to worry about the burden. Let's see. Where's this guy? What am I even looking for here? Do I want damage increase on parry? Or is there a different effect? Let's see. Let's consult our trusty list of enchantments that someone on Reddit has been putting together. Very helpful to go and consult. This helps you see what different enchantments are available for each piece of gear. Yeah, Okay, so for hands, we can get damage increased after a parry or infection buildup. I'm not sure if buildup is really what we want. I think the damage on parry is probably better. And then we would want focus gain increased. Yeah. Or just damage taken decreased. All right, so we re-roll the bomb damage because we're not going to use that, and we get indestructible. We can work with that. I don't think we really need stamina, so I'm going to try re-rolling this. Item weight decreased. I mean, it helps a little bit, but it's not that significant. I'll do one more. Gamba. Nice, we got it. Last one. There we go. Max stamina decreased. I think we're okay without that. Or dealing with that right now. For this helmet though, it's kind of trashy. Yeah, this chest piece is done, I think. I don't want to invest too much more into the Hope Shorn just because I've already kind of botched it with my gems. Because Lifesteal is not working with it. So I think we're okay to hold off on things right now. We just need a pair of legs to use. Nice pair of legs. Okay, we got a savage pair right down here. We can try to deal with that now. They did not spawn in, so let me try running over here. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Okay, did I move far enough away? No. I wonder if I had to leave and come back to get them to spawn in. There's a big chest. I didn't even realize a big chest could spawn right here. Just logging off? Just logging off work or just logging off off of Wicked? Okay, now let's see if this forces Savage Pair to spawn. There we go. It's gonna kill him outright. Oh my god, it did 1,000 damage. Yeah, when I can get the parry pretty strong. Did you play Wicked before the Breach update, or are you just starting out with the new update? Whenever I see someone new come in, I always like to ask what their experience with the game is so far and how they've been enjoying it. But if you say you can't get enough of it, I take it you're enjoying it quite a bit. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of where I was with the game too. I don't know how much damage that just did, but it seemed excessive. What am I stuck on? I can't wait until they add multiplayer. That's kind of the thing that I'm most excited for. I'm curious to see how it's going to work, though, with some of the game designs and how they're currently implemented. I'm especially curious about PvP, because right now some things seem like they're going to be too strong. I think they might need some slight reworks. But yeah, I fell in love with this game as soon as it came out. I ended up putting in around, I think, like 130 hours just in the initial launch. So got my fair share of time out of it, for sure. Yeah, I think it will be arena based, but I'm more curious about how they're gonna handle it. Like, some rune attacks and weapons just feel a little unfair right now. And I'm curious to how they're gonna kind of tackle balance for some of this stuff. It's gonna hit both. Nice. Take that one out. And take them both out. Yeah, Petulan's recoil is very cool. It's a new attack that I'm a big fan of. Man. I do not like these witches. Watch, I'm gonna run over here, and she's gonna jump away. What? Did I not just stagger her? How many playthroughs have you completed so far, Ryan? Since the new update. Don't need either of those. Yeah, you're on your second too. Yeah. What kind of builds are you playing? My favorite to play initially was a sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to get rid of here. My favorite build to play back in the initial launch was a strength intelligence build or pure faith. My strength intelligence build used the Shattered Sun weapon, the greatsword, which I really was a big fan of. But my pure faith build used Spirit Edge, which is my current favorite weapon. I mean, the Crucible is,
Really
I,
want you
it,
dead.
it feels unforgiving at times. Um, there was, like on my first build, I was able to clear it, and then I went back, like I was able to clear Crucible, without echoes, but then I went back to try to do like a proper run, and I couldn't even get past, the halfway part. I could never get to the 5th floor. So it's not just you. There are times when I just like the game feels hard, and I can never, like I struggle with the Crucible as well. So don't feel bad.
Is your fate stronger than a claw? Talon?
Let's see. Right now, stats in the game feel, I don't know what the right way to put it. Stats just feel kind of irrelevant outside of health, stamina, focus, and equip load. Only these 4 stats are kind of relevant. From there, you just decide what stats you want to dump points into. For me, I knew that I wanted to just try out weapons that were pure faith, because in my first playthrough, I just found a few weapons that looked pretty cool, and I figured I'll give them a shot in my second playthrough. So that's how I got to this conclusion. In my first playthrough, I went pure intelligence because I never played a pure intelligence build in the initial version of the game. Why am I? Please enter. I can't get in my house. I'm locked out. The initial release, I never played pure intellect, and I knew that there was wands being introduced, and I wanted to play around with them a little bit. So that's kind of how I got to that point. But yeah, stats don't really matter that much. You kind of have a couple set baselines for things. Like for stamina, you need anywhere between 15 and 20 points of stamina, depending on what kind of build you're doing. If your build is focused more on basic attacks, you want more stamina. If your build is more focused on rune attacks, you can get away with less stamina. And then depending on, again, your build type, if you are relying on rune attacks for damage, then you want extra focus. So that way you can kind of stockpile your focus points and then dump them all into big attacks. In which case, like stamina and focus kind of function as a reverse of each other. You don't really need to invest in a lot of stamina, and you don't really need to invest at the same time in a lot of focus. I think a good benchmark for focus is either the, I'm gonna throw my cursor over here. Actually, it's not even showing up. For focus points, you either want like 155. You can see that in my general stats, I guess. Equip load is also a variable stat. You just want enough to equip the pieces of armor and weapons that you have access to. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just went on a whole tangent there. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's kind of the thing too. That's a little confusing. There's this helpful spreadsheet that someone has been putting together on Reddit, and it just shows the different enchantments that you can put on your different pieces of gear. I mean, it seems like the general rule of thumb is you want one attack. So like I'm assuming you know how the enchantments work. How you can only have one enchantment per category. So if you have like heat infusion, you can't get anything else if you have the heat infusion enchantment. You would have to re-roll off of the heat infusion to get something else, something possibly within the attack category. So within every piece of armor, there's an attack category, a focus, something related to stamina, healing, and stuff like that. So if I use if I use my like scythe as an example, this top enchantment that I have, the attack speed, that is an attack enchantment. So I cannot get anything other than like I can't, if I re-roll it, I can't get anything within the attack category. Sorry, I'm explaining that poorly. Let me retract that a little bit. If I re-rolled something else that's not an attack enchantment, I cannot get a second attack enchantment because I already have the attack speed slotted in. So this is just a way that you can't just like juice up your weapon with a bunch of attack enchantments that just give you a ton of damage. You can only pick one per category. Yeah, it took me a lot of Fallen Embers to realize that. It was a lot of wasted resources to eventually come to that conclusion. So it's definitely helpful to have that spreadsheet on hand. So using my armor as another example, this is like a perfectly slotted thing. This gear is basically done. Like I have a damage reduction, which is the top one, damage taken decreased by 20% while I'm charging. And with my scythe, I'm doing charge attacks very frequently. So that's my damage reduction. Then I have a focus gain enchantment. And then I have indestructible and an unrepairable combo for the enchantment and the curse effect. So they offset each other and make it, not really have any negative downsides. And then the infected enemy stagger resistance is my offensive or my attack enchantment. Only thing I'm really missing right now are just pants. We're on the hunt for pants. Let's see. I'm disorganized. I keep jumping between realms and forgetting where everything is. We can probably drop all this stuff here. This is kind of the main realm anyhow. Do I have space for a bear paw? I do. And heart. Yes. I think if you just search for, like if you just Google for No Rest for the Wicked enchantment list or something like that, one of the first two links should be a Reddit post that has that spreadsheet linked inside of it. Or if this helps, I think I can just copy and paste it in here. That link might work too that I just sent, so that way you can just save it directly. I got my third corpse smeared blade. I like how they changed the corpse smeared. It seems a little bit more usable now. You are very welcome. Ooh, maybe these pants will work. Let's try it. Let's see how these pants look with this set of gear. Ooh, okay, that's pretty close. We like that. Now we just need to roll it. Plagued.
Serum,
Serum.
eyes up. If not, beat apart. Oh, I need to get one more parry.
What more proof do you need?
That is interfering.
I wish it was a little bit easier to target certain weapons. Like, I wish that one of the vendors, like maybe Fillmore, like he had an additional option where he could break down a weapon and turn it into a recipe for you to craft later. I think that would be so nice. All right, plagued. Bam. Nope. Okay.
Life.
No luck. Let me sell some of this stuff. Okay, good. I thought I accidentally sold this and I was gonna be sad. Because we still have an experience gem in there and we want to keep that for my alts. Lightning spin. The good thing is I can try crafting one more piece of those pants. I think I have enough stag antlers for that.
That is interfering.
Every trinket a treasure. I've scoured the realms.
Oh yeah, that would be nice too. Just like, oh yeah, we just need like more options for we just need more options for weapons in general. I definitely agree with that. Because right now we have Finley. He comes with several randomized weapons. Which, speaking of, if you haven't checked Finley, now is your reminder to go and check his store to see what he has. He should be up right now if you're on East Coast at least. But yeah, Finley, he's been pretty miss for me. Like, I think I only purchased one weapon from him so far. Now, granted, he did happen to have the Spirit Edge, which is the weapon that I wanted. So I got really lucky with that. It's just that particular Spirit Edge that I got from him was rare. It was not plagued. So I haven't really played around with it too much. But that's the weapon I want to use for my Frost build. But I agree. Like, I think if Fillmore had more variety with his shop that either rotated daily, I think that would be a really good introduction as well. Chance. There we go. Okay. Now we can throw these on, and then I can go into here, and I can add my enchantments. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. So that damage increase by 18% after damage dodged is a very good offensive enchantment. And I got it almost perfect. It's 18 out of 20%, I think. So that's pretty good. And we also got focus gain increase, so that's good. We don't really care about this. Weight decreased. I think can I actually equip my sword? No, it still puts me at heavy. Dang it. That's tragic. Yeah, Finley, he appears every day between 8 o'clock and midnight, based off of your operating system time. So because I'm on East Coast, it's 9:39 p.m. here. He is currently available, so yeah, that's what they switched it from him only being available Saturdays to him being available every day, but at a very short window of time, which I like better that way. Yeah, a roll is a dodge. So Central Times. Okay, so he should be up for you now too. Hmm. Okay, so I think we're good on chest. I think we're also good on gloves for the most part. Legs, they could use a little work, and helmet needs like a lot of work. I just don't know if I want to commit that many fallen embers to it. I think I will instead try taking this into...
Greeting.
I'll try to take this into the Crucible and see how this goes. I wonder how Blink would work with this. That could be pretty fun. I'll extract this gauntlet. This is where it gets a little confusing for me on how I want to build things. Because I think for this particular build, stamina is pretty good. But stamina cost is probably better. And focus cost reduction, I don't think I really care about that. That would just take down 10, or take off 10 focus. I think I would prefer to have regainable health, actually, for this particular build. Okay, let's go give the Crucible a shot here. Why does it have a 3 next to it? I'm gonna do the Crucible on my other realm because I haven't actually done it yet there. Yeah, so okay, so this is what my Finley is selling today. A whole lot of nothing really for me. I didn't even realize that the Claymore had a blueprint. I feel like it's the only basic weapon that has a blueprint. I can't wait for them to add ways to extract gems because
You don't look from around.
right now it's kind of spooky to try to infuse gear because you just lose the gem if you don't want to actually use that gem. And gems are really hard to find right now. So if they're going to make them this rare, I hope that they allow us to recycle them. And they said that they're going to include that in like their first big patch, but I don't know when that big patch is going to be. Just so you know, Finley is very expensive. Like some of his stuff, he's selling it for like 40 silver. It's crazy how much he's got things going. At one point, in order to buy, like, for the Spirit Edge that I was trying to buy off of him, I think he was selling it for 43 silver. And in order to buy it before he left, I had to sell the house that I was currently using. Or I guess at the time I had 2 houses, and I sold one to get 30 silver back instantly so that I could afford to buy the sword he was selling.
Astonishing.
Yeah, it's a major gold
It's the
sink.
largest ceremony I've ever seen. Ooh. And there's that feeling in the air again. Can you sense it? It's the same as that spot in the square.
I wonder if they're going to introduce the arena here,
By the gods.
or if it's going to be some other way to get to it. Because I mean, like, we have these different altars here. Like, they have 3 different altars, maybe more. And I guess they could just add different crucible
I think I know what the ancient ceremony.
styles and stuff
Even-
like that.
What-
I'm just curious to see how they're going to make, like, you know, how things are going to turn out with this game. Luckily I didn't have anything in my house at the time, so I didn't lose anything. But I'm pretty sure if you were to do that, I'm pretty sure if I were to do that, it wouldn't just sell everything. Oh my god. I hate this room with water. This is what I mean. I just immediately die. Oh my god, stop! Oh my god. Okay, I guess I can't use this scythe in here. They're too resistant to plague, which is very unfortunate. Come over here. Yeah, I'm only hitting for 77 with my scythe, which is my most built-up weapon. And then this weapon that I haven't put nearly as much investment in is like doing double damage. Okay. That was rough. I guess we go with Plague. Let's see how Plague actually does in this grand scheme of things, if everything resists it. Yeah, I really like this sword. It's like a chipped, like great sword. I've only seen it once, and I got it from a bounty. Or, no, actually I bought it from Finley. Yep, I've only seen it once though. Put one more point in. There. Now I'm actually rolling regularly. But yeah, this sword is awesome. Like, I really like the rune attack on it. I just tried to do it there and I just immediately failed. It's got a really good charge, like just running attack. Got a pretty good charge attack. Out of stamina. Just poking. The last attack in the combo is really strong too. The selection I just did? Do you mean this part here? Because that's your echoes. You can, like, when you're actually in the crucible, that's how you like power up your character and stuff with different like passive buffs. Oh, okay, he went invisible for a second there. You can trigger it if like you're using a like PlayStation controller or something. I'm not sure about Xbox. Oh god. Okay, we're down here now. If you're using like a PlayStation controller, it's the like, I'm not even sure what button that is. Would it be like select on your Xbox controller? Oh no. Oh, there's too many. We gotta throw bombs. What the? Why did everything run at me when I got onto these stairs? Okay. Oh no, I missed. Oh! Okay, dude, this floor was awful. I need, like, damage. Okay, there we go. There's some. Okay, that's... Maybe that life seal can help us out here. Give me some big sustain. Yeah, it should be like one of your buttons available on, you know, like on the controller. I'm not sure. It's not the start button, it's like the other one. So I just haven't used a Xbox controller in a very long time. Actually, you know what I should probably try to use? Switch it up here. This knob. Never mind, I don't have it on me. I was going to equip a jade ring, because usually that helps a lot when I'm having stamina issues. Oh, I dodged that guy. Get rid of all the worms, too. Oh, right. I was like, why am I not life-stealing up this last little bit of my HP? But it makes sense because I have a curse that decreases my maximum HP by 15% or something. This guy's creepy. I think I should change out my helmet. I don't know if I really like the look of this one. Give me fallen numbers. Nothing. Okay, this next set of echoes should be pretty good. Oh, the assist from Homeboy. Oh, she ran away. Okay. Oh god, there's a lot of enemies right here. I just feels rat. Oh, he probably one shot it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I got to play very accurate. I can't really mess up. No way. That wolf thing is on the ledge. I'm scared to hit this thing. Are you serious? Can I hit it from over here? Maybe this one? Okay. Oh, no, he's stuck. Thank God for bombs. Good thing I never take out my bombs. Alright, so we probably take this guy. That one. Ooh, we're getting kind of low on max health. I don't know if I can take that one. Okay. Did you see how they split as I was using my rune attack and then I just missed? Oh my
What did it feel
god.
like? Look, Sarah, we
That-
remember the
That was
forever
not
the
cool.
town as a story.
They both split, dodged the complete opposite directions, made me whiff my entire flurry, and then both hit me from... I'm just watching it back. That's tragic. Yeah, after seeing how hard it is to use Plague in that environment, I don't know if I want to go with this current build. And I only have 9 left. I think I'd probably go and clear out the other outbreak that's going on. See if we can get any more embers from that, and then maybe we can return. Maybe we get some extra loot in there as well. It didn't help that I felt like I was just getting blasted.
Every trinket a treasure.
Okay, maybe that's why it felt like I just never had any stamina, because of the dodge roll. Let's roll off of that because that feels oppressive. The dodge roll stamina cost. Okay. Well, we got the unrepairable, but can we get the indestructible? No. All right, we got 4 more chances, and this might be kind of risky. I'm kind of scared to. Maybe I just. All right, that's fine. I don't want to have a bricked item because I can't repair it and then I just lose it. Because that would feel awful. All right, let's see. So I can upgrade this. This gives me a little bit more armor. Oh, we have plenty of torn sinew. It's up there. Okay, so all of this is 12. Okay, that's good enough for now.
Is your faith stronger than
So there's one more outbreak. What is this? I do not like the Nameless Pass outbreak because it feels massive. Like there's such a massive area to cleanse
You don't look from around here.
that it feels like it takes forever. That's one thing I wouldn't mind seeing a tweak for is and maybe they did already adjust this a little bit because I guess I kind of noticed it with the shallows. But when you're in a outbreak area, I wish enemies contributed a little bit more to the pestilence spread bar. Because I don't need to kill everything in here. I'm fine with just coming in and killing like, I don't know, 10, 15 enemies and then fighting the boss. And then if I want to clear more before I fight the boss, then that's fine too. I just hate it when you have to clear literally everything in the area. Is that a bear? It was a bear. Oh, okay. Oh God. All right, limit break. It does not do the damage that I was hoping that it would. Damage is a little lacking on it, but that's okay. Let's try it again. Yeah, I guess it put him at half health. I think Rip and Slice just instantly kills him, though. Or is it Rip and Tear? Rip and Tear. Yeah. Oh, big chest. Fallen Ember? Nope. I think I do actually need some spruce. That's pine. Are these all pine here? Seems like it. Why is this pine? This should be spruce. Does anyone else get frame drops whenever you're entering like a newer area? I love the backstab animation for the scythe. It's so gruesome. It's like rip their spines out. I'm stuck on a box. Hits for almost 300 for just a charge attack. Seems pretty good. Okay, so we go clear out everything over here. Watch her teleport to some high ground. Okay, good. She didn't go anywhere. What just happened? What does this helmet look like? Oh, it's a mesh? Nah. Not a fan. If I land a parry, I can just like spam like 2 or 3 charge attacks with like a 20%. Or 30% damage increase. Pretty good. Rain drops. I don't know why that's happening. We got our ultimate resource, clay. Alright, this for sure gives me spruce, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why that one particular section of the map is giving me pine. Why do I get birch there? What the? Wait, there might be some enemies here? Yeah. Go on. Next, got a torn husk. You see what I mean? I feel like I've cleared out this entire zone. And I'm not even halfway. Like, this map is... It's too dang big. I feel like it's like 4 zones. These are like 2 or 3 more enemies over here. Then I have to go on the mountaintops, and then I have to go into the Nameless Pass, or the, I can't remember what it's called. The area where the twins are. The Ribbon Twins. Feel like I should be using the jade ring. I'm kind of feeling the missing stamina. Alright, we save our progress here. Oh. Nope, I'm trying to hit you over here. There we go. Oh, there's a witch. So I gotta go get that guy, right? I'm up and around, up this ladder. Oh, open this treasure chest, get a fallen ember, right? No, but we do get a weapon shard, that's nice. Over here, pop this guy. Okay. I feel like the progress isn't even moving. Wait, I got, watch this. See how they funneled them all into that narrow passage, and then bopped them all with one single. The boxes are being a little weird today. Pushed them all in this little narrow passage, and then fired a pestilence recoil. Knocked them all down. Big brain plays. These frame drops are getting kind of annoying. Whoa! Oh, nice. Huge find. Are those guaranteed to give you like torn materials? 'Cause I find it quite nice. Right, we gotta go down here. Then we go down into the pit of misery. Where nothing bad happens. I mean, to have this up your strength shield, light shield, with it being plagued is nice to have. I don't think I had that one yet. Always like a gilded twin, twibill to break down. Twibble? Twibill? I'm gaining health when I'm like killing things, but I can't tell if it's I can't tell if I'm gaining health because of staggering them and I have heal 6% on stagger on my weapon, or if it's because of the lifesteal that I have. Because it seems inconsistent. Nice, we got 2 from that one. Very nice. Oops. Flyman drunk? Sure. Oh, I see her. I see that witch down there. Watch this. Oh, I didn't even kill her. God dang. She's got mad resistance. She is the plague. I forget what this shortcut is. Where does this lead me to? Oh, that's right. Okay. This game has so many shortcuts, it's hard to keep track of them all. Okay, so now we're up near the top of the mountain. And also, this fiery pit of hell. Save our progress here. I think I can clear out a few enemies in this area. Yeah, there's a big chunk of enemies here. Until that guy does not have any plague resistance. Because a charge attack hits him for 430 damage. Oh, I was hoping to get around him. Tracks. Oh, frame drop. Tactical frame drop. Oh, that would have been cool if he got the sweep off right as all these freaking worms popped up. Oh, I blocked you soon. Is that? Nope, it is not everything. Come here. I love this weapon's charge attack. It's so fast, it has such absurd reach. It's very good. Okay, so that is everything. I killed so many like big enemies, and I feel like it only dropped the bar by like, I don't know, like a 16th. So ridiculous. Am I really gonna have to go through and clear everything in this map? Okay, nothing in there. My God. Let's tone down the pestilence a little bit here, you know? Like, wait, what? Can I get this? Oh, I can. Oh. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Okay. I don't know what happened, but I survived. That's all that counts. Okay, rats.
You are but an echo.
I'll sell that for 1.5 silver. Is this spruce? Nice. I'm still trying to build up my second realm here, so that's why I'm really hunting for spruce. How did I hit him, but not the other one? Oh my God. I feel like I got hit so hard there, but the amount of regenerable health, regenerable, is that right? Regainable health, was so massive that I just like healed it all off. How are we gonna do this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. We're almost done with this area. Almost. Oh boy. That, okay, that's not what we want. Am I going off the edge here? Okay, good. I thought I was gonna launch myself off the cliff. Pestilence recoil is like, it's a very good rune attack. I thought at first that it was gonna be kind of like, a lot of the times the dodge rune attacks aren't the best. Oops, I meant this. I don't know what's happening. I'm stuck. My frame's dropping, man. I don't know why that's happening. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I thought that pestilence or like dodge based rune attacks were gonna be kind of crappy. Well, not all of them, but some of them, a lot of them. But this one has been surprisingly good. It like knocks down on the initial hits of the weapon. And then, oh god, okay. Bullet hell is not my game. I can't play bullet hells. But it has such good consistent knockdown that you get like a pretty good punish off of it. And that's why Pestilence Recoil is a great skill. We have what? Oh, okay. I was just about to say, I think we're almost out of enemies. That still doesn't summon him? What the fuck? Are we gonna have to play the game called Where's the Last Enemy after we've cleared out this entire zone? I mean, I guess there's one more area I can think of, but I just need to find one more. Oh, surely there's one in the cave, right? There's always one in the cave. There we go. I'm gonna have to run all the way back to the... Where is it? Yep. Yep, that's what I thought. Is it quicker for me just to jump to my death? Probably. I think my whisper's right there, right? Yeah, we yeet ourselves. Tactical respawn. Good thing this isn't hardcore. I can't wait for them to add the global teleportation instead of just your last whisper. It's gonna be pretty nice. Ow. Can you zoom in on this guy? The camera's like in Narnia. There. Okay. I just got this guy in the corner. I just didn't let him out. Oh shit. I forgot to upgrade the difficulty of these. For more rewards. Dang it. I did not think about that. I can go maybe get an effigy and do it all over again. Hopefully not for this area, though. I do not like doing Nameless Pass. So, okay. So we got 7 here. So, we're looking for indestructible. No. No. You know, actually, hang on. Does that do anything? I don't feel faster. I don't know. I don't know if it's doing anything. Is that broken? Everything is based off of durability now. We'll leave it like that. Leave it alone for a minute. Let it cook. I'm gonna grab some of this spruce here. Oh wait, there is no spruce. What? Did they take all the trees out of here? I mean, I guess it makes sense because they had to build that giant battering ram, but like, I liked using this as a farming spot. It's not very cash money. Oh.
The ocean wants in, Seren, and we are the wall.
I am definitely not gonna have enough space for whatever you're gonna give me. Let me go sell some stuff. I don't know if you guys have used the Shell Guard gauntlets, but they have a pretty cool rune attack. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you know how like in anime, when someone has so much punch, so much power behind their punch, that when they punch you, there's like a giant force of energy that punches through you and it does like a giant explosion behind you. That's what these weapons do. That's what Buster Rift does. It like you like punch the ground and a giant explosion happens. It's pretty cool. Evasive Pierce is a pretty decent rune attack, but I don't think we really need that one. I think we can sell that. I don't know if I want lightning spin. I mean, it probably doesn't hurt to just to rip it off and carry it around. Just does charge attacks, does overall speed work with charge attacks? Let's do a quick test here. Just take that off. I don't think it does. And if it doesn't, and it doesn't really make sense for me to use it in this build. I thought it did have an effect, which is obviously why I was using it, but I'm not sure. I don't have any good rings to replace it with anyhow.
I felt the
Alright, so we're gonna rip off Buster Rift. Deliver a ground-tearing punch that launches a tremor wave forward, then slide back and fire a second explosive strike. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Lightning Assault, very simple attack, but it does so much damage. Yeah, I could take Lightning Spin and just put it on Scorched Broadblade. For Scorched Broadblade, I'm kind of...
why
don't really know how I want to play it
when you can burn
yet.
and freeze. Life.
Were these good? These gauntlets or these gloves? Indestructible? Almost? So right now I have it on my weapon and on my gloves that I gain health on stagger, 11%, which is pretty good, but I just don't really care for that type of healing, if that makes sense.
You must
I was
grasp
really
the
banking on
button's
being able to heal with this lifesteal, but I can't test it. Or maybe I can. Marcos is like, what the fuck? Okay, what I meant to do is just not jump from the top rope, you know? Like jump from like right here.
I've got things you
Okay,
didn't
there
know
we
you
go.
couldn't live without.
And now we can do a little experiment. Assuming I don't die to like a frame drop or enemies not loading in. Surely that's not gonna happen, right? Yeah, see, like lifesteal is not working with this weapon. And that kind of makes my build shot with the current setup, at least. I heal a ton when I stagger an enemy, it feels like. And I do stagger enemies a lot, but yeah, it's just not quite what I was hoping this build was gonna come out to be. Nothing to see here.
Maybe do it for.
How's it going, Captain? Oh, this is where you get the pestilence recoil, by the way, the Seeger. That sells for 2 silver. I should probably try to go do this. I just don't really like going through the Marin Woods.
Onward!
Serum. At least Sacrament has a good
This island will be healed one stone at a time.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, my builds are kind of stalled right now until I can actually find more proper weapons.
I've concluded I can contribute most.
Which weapon did you have again, Finley? Oh yeah, the Demon's Key. I really like the moveset for this. Now let's swap over to my mage build, and maybe I'll try to do some crucible runs, and maybe I can get some better rings and chances at weapons and stuff like that to mess around with. Oh, I need to craft food. Right. A handful of these guys. My mage build is basically complete. I am missing a couple of things. I think it's mainly just a couple negative enchantments that I need to try to replace. Or some curses, I mean. Yeah, the heat damage. I can't really get rid of this gem. It's a relic at this point. You can't get heat damage. You would just get heat infusion now. So this Flame Becomes Us is doing like pretty good damage. Yeah, we need to get rid of stagger resistance, damage taken. That one's fine as is. And then armor decreased. So I do have a few things to get rid of. Oh, I had 40. I have 40 things to deal with. Fallen Embers. Jesus Christ. I cannot think tonight. I have 40 embers that I can give to my alt to have re-roll some of the weapons or some of the enchantments. But like I said, I'm still kind of waiting on plagued weapons to properly play around with. With how many charge attacks I use with that scythe, I think getting the heal when charge attacks are used is going to be pretty good. So I got to reroll for that at some point. Oh, okay. I don't know if I like the start to this. That hit me? I don't know if that's... Good Lord. They start me off in a room where there's just fire everywhere, and then all the enemies are just spawned in, ready to go. What the? Where'd you come from? It's time, Matt. No! 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 This is like... This is not the run I was expecting it to be. I'm fighting for my life out here. The fact that my basic attack does almost 500 damage is insane. Okay. The burn does so much damage. I'm so lucky. Try to play that a little greedy. Maybe too greedy. Oh my god. What? No, he didn't burn. Oh my god. No. I hate that level in particular when there's enemies on the floor part and I can't dodge around because there's too much like you're slowed down by the water. Oh man. That was so tragic. I actually had some pretty decent focusing. Okay, this is a better start. I'm not like getting blitzed by enemies right off the rip. That's embarrassing. Okay. See what we got. Okay, that's a good one to get. Damage increased by... We... Fuck it, we ball. Alright, so our stamina is gonna be getting consumed. Oh no. Please don't. Run over here. Oh, oh. You guys stop running so much. Man. Trying to like trying to hit someone. That's unfortunate. I got clipped by the firebomb. Ooh, but take continuous damage? Ooh, I don't know about that. How continuous? We're gonna mess around with it. Oh my god, that's kind of continuous. Okay, this is a lesson learned. We take these as lessons learned. Oh boy. Oh my god, this is so much damage though. Where'd you come from? No, 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 no. Where did he come from, bro? Oh my god. Just appeared out of nowhere. I'm looking at the witch over here, and then this guy just comes out from the pillar and just body slams me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die here. Oh, I didn't hit it. In the sweet spot. They change how some of these like enemies work, because I feel like all of these enemies now are coming in packs. Whereas before, it was a little bit more manageable. But now it seems like when you enter a room here, you just get the entire room coming for you. Did I miss some patch notes? Oh, like this room is fine. Maybe it's just certain rooms. Nice. Dude. Just get hit off screen basically by the big abomination guy. Look at this. There's another one waiting. Like they're just in packs. It's getting harder, it feels like. I was able to clear this with Echo Liss like 2 weeks ago. Ooh. I'm just getting too what's the word? What? Did you guys see that? That one was like dead and then it full healed. I think I'm just getting too aggressive with things. Like I seem to be a little bit more patient. These worms are annoying. Okay, elemental damage. We like that one. I don't know if I want to lose 40% of my health. I don't really have a lot to begin with. Actually, okay, so life seal does work. Why does it not work on my site? Jeez. I'm so scared of falling off cliffs in the Crucible. Like, it's so easy to fall off. Oh, we definitely take this. We barely do any physical damage as is. We're gonna freaking blast. Yeah, looks like the elemental damage also affects burn, which is nice. I am flooded with focus at the moment. But I don't have a lot of sustain. Oh, got a nice revive in there. What do we take here? Do we reset? Do we take this? I don't know. Tell you what though. This floor is not it. I can't even kill with a backstabber. I did not see that guy coming at me from below the screen. I was very scared. I'm pretty sure just a single kick from that into like I don't know, the knight guy doing some combo off of it would instantly kill me. I do not have a lot of health in this run. I don't think we really need health off of stagger. I think we can just get it with our lifesteal. So I think we just re-roll. Oh, that's pretty good. Where? Oh, that's a sad one to get right at the end. I don't know if we really need that. Yeah, there's always a big guy right around the corner in there. Come on. Does damage twice include rune attacks? I would assume it does, but I've never actually tried. We're gonna give it a go. What do I get from that? Oh, nice. We got a damage increase by 20%. I don't have a lot of health, so if I get hit by Aconite, I'm pretty screwed. I think I can survive like a single hit, maybe. Yeah. Like that. No. That's not what I meant to do. There. Oh, I got the hammer that time. Every time he does that backup attack, like where he just leaps backwards, I'm always like, all right, well, this is a good time to charge up Converging Flames. And every time he does that jump back, he immediately leaps into the air and just negates my attack. It's so frustrating. If I can just get like, if I can get to like a level 2 charge for Converging Flames, it does so much damage. Midnight Blade. I was hoping for the ring. I'm still looking for that ring. Not really anything too great in here. Oh dang, it refills your focus on a backstab. And you have blink with it. Okay, that knife seems pretty sick. Yeah, if I can get like a full charged Converging Flames, it just one-shots him. It's just hard to find the opportunity to use it. So usually I just have to end up going with like a level 2 charge, but it's always enough to stagger him almost instantly. Let's see what this weapon set is like. very slow, as you might expect. Getting charge attacks? No. And the roll attack? Okay, I do like the roll. I like that roll attack for hammers. Charge attack? Same thing. Okay. And what about the knife? No charge attacks. That dash attack has a surprising, like, punishable window. Like, you're kind of stuck there for a second. Same thing with the roll attack. But I guess you wouldn't really roll with this. You would just blink around. What is the lightning slam? Okay, that's pretty cool. It's kind of strange on a dagger. Alrighty. I think that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. We got a nice little clear there at the end. Didn't get the ring we're looking for, so we're still on the hunt for that. Maybe do some more runs off stream to try to complete some of these builds and transition into either my shock or frost builds if I can. Or maybe I'll start a third character. We'll see what happens. I'm also planning on starting a stream for Expedition 33 sometime this week. Probably going to be on Friday. If that game is of interest to any of you, if you guys have played it, be sure to come and check it out. This will be my first time jumping into it, so I'm excited to give that a shot. Again, that's probably going to be my plan for Friday. I have plans for my my plague build that I've been playing. Gonna try to put that together with some disclaimers that certain things work like I was expecting, whereas some things seem like they might be a little bugged. So just gonna kind of compile all of my findings into this video and release it hopefully this weekend. I'm gonna target Saturday for that, but we'll see. If you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay notified for these things. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you guys most likely on Friday.